What is up, Cobra Kai fans? Welcome back to Cobra Kai Nation. Now, excuse my voice. Yesterday, I went to this show. It was these guys I grew up with on TV, and they're called Dick and Dom. And basically, it was like a childhood thing for me. And they were doing a 20th anniversary show, and they love to play this game called Bogies, where they try and say the word as loud as they can. And I shouted bogeys quite a lot last night. I even shouted quiet from what Johnny said, so it was really funny. Oh my god, so many people saying hello, hi. What's up, everybody? Austin, what is good? How are you today, man? It's good to see you, bro. Thanks for joining us today. Sure you're annoyed about the delays and stuff, but of course the strikes are very important for the writers and creators. But yeah, I hope you're well, man. Adam, what is up? Bryce, what's up? Hello, Mega Cloud. Abraham, what's up? Should I start calling you Sensei Shaboon? If you want, I don't mind. It sounds cool. You can still call me Shamoon, I don't mind. Cobra Kai Underground, what is up? Talking straight with Nate, what's up, man? How you doing? Doing great. Got baptized today. Oh, you actually got baptized? Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. And yes, annoyed but happy the writers are fighting for good cause. Exactly, exactly that. And that's why I'm not annoyed about this whole, oh, it's like, Cobra Kai is being delayed, because there's a lot of impatient people out there, and I understand you want season 6 soon, but you have to give these guys time. You don't want it to be a mediocre season and rushed. They have to go on this strike. And, they just gotta you just gotta believe in them and support them, because without no writers, we don't get the characters that we have. You think about all the characters in Cobra Kai and how influential they've been on you, or how much you like the character. That's all come from the writing, the creators, the way they've continued their arc. That's all come from the writing. So think about that. So, in terms of the great stuff, it's only really greatness of Cobra Kai, but yeah, that's why you should support them. You know, this is the last season. I don't want it rushed. We just want that last season. That's it. You know. Um, what's up, Freddie? Thank you for becoming a member as well. And I'm not doing too bad, man. Not doing too bad. I hope your voice comes back. Yeah, I mean, give it another day. I'm like, my voice is fine to talk. I just can't be like on here too long. So this stream, I'll do another stream tomorrow. So hopefully my voice is better, much better by then, and obviously it will go from there pretty much. And yeah, we'll do more season 6 talk, because there's been a lot of news. Been a lot of news on season 6, with obviously filming has been paused, and with the strikes ongoing, they were only allowed to film one episode of Cobra Kai, and obviously they need the creators and writers back on set. And the creators in particular, they're also producers, directors on Cobra Kai, so they need to be involved on set. There's no way you can do it without them. You actually think he's gonna kill him? That would be pretty crazy. I only see this happening if I can only see this happening if Chris is doing this out of someone's defense and protecting somebody. If he's protecting Johnny, maybe even Daniel, that would be a pretty crazy redemption too. But because he's hurt Johnny in the past with the way he's been, I think Johnny would make sense. But I think it's also the matter of it would be very predictable to see that happen. Um, but I would say this: if they do go that route, it would bring the season 3 finale full circle because Kreese nearly killed him, and then Daniel saved him. So if you can imagine, Kreese sees Johnny's about to die at the hands of Silver, and he saves Johnny. That would bring season 3 full circle because he learned from that. He realized Daniel saved him. This time, Kreese might realize he needs to save him. So I would like that. That'd be a very cool, interesting way to see it if he does end up dying. Why do Sam's parents give her attention to a little brother? Don't parents be giving their kids 50? I don't understand what you're talking about there, bro. But I mean, the thing with him and Anthony, the parents and Anthony, he was really young in the story. That's why. And season 4, they finally started picking up his story, and season 5, we got a little bit more. But mainly, it's because of his age. Simple as that. It could last for months. If the cast aren't in Atlanta anymore and they go traveling and all that, then I think the strikes are going to last at least a month. Because if it was just like a week, they would still be there, but they can still do trips in between, you know. But I do feel that the strikes are they're gonna definitely be very very difficult if the companies don't play ball and listen to why they're striking. Um, but yeah, once they do these negotiations, that will be it. And once they actually get to a fair deal for writers in Hollywood, and that's everything will go back into production. This isn't just Cobra Kai, Stranger Things 5, the Marvel stuff. I believe Blade is now being put on hold because of this. A lot of production has been affected, so it's a lot of stuff. It really is. Um, but yeah, what the hell? Young Terry Silver. I don't even know what that. I've never heard that before. What's up, Sam? Austin, I gotta head out. So you can. I'll catch you later. Oh, it's good to see you, bro. Why did you have to say that, Stuart? For God's sake. I've got to make your mod as well. I forgot to do that. You're officially a managing mod. I don't even know there's a difference with the mods, but um uh but yeah, it's sort of Johnny, and it's gonna be ending with Johnny happy ending. Yeah, he's gonna have his happy ending for sure. That's why I think the wedding could bring that full circle with Carmen. Um we need them. If not, Daniel and Lawrence can do it and bring it back to life, I bet. Wait, you talking about the I'm really confused by that. You mean the writers? Um Stuart, someone responded to that. Oh, that's funny. I would give anything to see that episode. Sorry, firstborn son. I mean, that'd be really silly. If anyone says that, I mean, that's another reason why the writers are striking. It's not a good idea. I think the strike is so important to make it clear why it's not just a money thing. I think there's a lot more to it. So like definitely think people really need to understand that there's a bigger picture here. This is also the future of any writers that make shows. Like if there's someone that ends up reviving a series, and it's like a Cobra Kai. Like they need that fair deal in place for that to happen in the future. So this is the legacy of writers as well. Oh, Sam, thank you so much for the donation. Who am I hoping for Cobra Comic Con October Liverpool? I'm not honestly sure. Well, I know Cobra Kai, like with the strikes as well, is gonna. There's no way the main cast, any of them, are gonna be at Liverpool. But if they bring anybody that isn't involved in season 6 or anyone that can still go because they haven't got a lot of filming, that would be pretty badass too. Because if they do push it back and they're still filming, then it just depends. But yeah, so honors be mod for your channel. So hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, thank you, bro. Been decent. I'm actually still on. If you're online, Stuart, I'm actually technically still. I can still game and like stream. So if you're down, I'll send you an invite, bro. Um, but yeah, I can see this happening too with Miguel. I can definitely see that being a thing. It'd be really cool if it does do little like he's a mentor. Maybe he doesn't continue the karate, but what he'll do is he'll teach someone if he really want if they really needed it. Um, I think everyone thinks all the kids are gonna be like senseis. I kind of want them to live their life, but also like I want them to freely choose to do it. I don't want them to do it because like oh everyone else thinks they're gonna do it and they need to. It's if they want to, and I think seeing Sam, Tory, Miguel, Robby, all four of them, Eli as well, I can see them being senseis. It could even be that thing where some of them they will still have their life, they will live what they're doing, they have other careers, but then we'll see them still continuing the karate. So it could be that Miguel and Robby aren't senseis in like full time like Johnny, but they have their career, but then they do that. It'd be really cool if they did that. Um Hillary Swank will have more time to take care of of her babies in the meantime. Yeah. I mean, even if she's in the show, I just think it'll be a cameo, you know. Um, but I honestly do think she will definitely be in season 6. I think she'll have a cameo at least. Um, yeah, there can't be another tournament unless they have an All Valley for like Anthony, Devon, and Kenny, and they like skip right to like the tournament at the start, or it's just gonna be the Sekai Sekai as the focus. If they're doing that and that, it can get in the way, but if they're not focusing with the All Valley stuff with the youngsters and they were to have 2 tournaments, that'd be pretty crazy. Because then if there is a time jump, it can just show they're more polished as fighters. Um, and then yeah. Hey, can you shout out Alyssa? What's up? Alyssa, Angela, what's good? Um, thank you so much for the super sticker. Yagi de Ferreira. Oh, this is gotta happen. Um, This is definitely gotta happen. I think that would be really cool because we've been saying this from the first season. We've got to see this happen. Uh, also, um, I think it's just a matter of hearing the song being played at a tournament is what people want to hear the most. But I reckon they might play it in the finale. That'd be really cool, especially the finale fight. Oh, thank you so much, Tombo Panther King for the super chat. So, what's bad news for season 6 in Cobra Kai? Well, that I made a video of, that's already been told. It's about the delays. Because these strikes, depending on how long they last, we could see Cobra Kai getting a big delay. So unless the strikes within the next few weeks they stop and the fair deal is in place, then that's it. But honestly, uh it could be if this goes on for months and months, that's definitely something we need to worry about because then it pushes back Cobra Kai. But then again, I don't. I'm not worried because I don't want them. You know, I don't want them to rush the last season. That's the thing. I really don't. Um. So yeah, that was pretty much it for that video. But the news for this is I just wanted to kind of talk about all the things I've been doing videos on lately and just catch up with you guys on the stream and anything season 6 related, of course. Um, do you think Miguel and Robby are going to babysit the baby in season 6? Honestly, it depends when the baby's born. But the thing is, if this is a very big season with more episodes, if the baby's born halfway through the season, let's say, that could be the mid-season finale, or the mid-season episode. Because every time we know Cobra Kai has always got a crazy episode, 5th episode, you know. But yeah, I think that would be a pretty interesting episode, and maybe the 6th episode, there's a moment where Miguel and Robbie are with the baby, but the baby's gonna as his newborn. I don't think Carmen and Rosa are gonna just leave it with the boys for any time unless you know it was like no one else could look after them, sort of thing. Um, for people that are so Eric, I don't know why you're saying there's no news because there is news. I'm just sort of literating what I've been making or saying in videos about the strike, and it's just other stuff. I mean, I've just done a few videos, you know, this is just a catch up stream. So it could last a few months, but I hope not. But let's hope it gets resolved sooner than later, as I've said. I will talk about that in a separate video because I was meant to do that a while ago, but I will fully talk to you guys about that soon because I this channel isn't going anywhere. I'm expanding basically, but I'm gonna go into more detail in the video to explain what that is and how we do that. Um, Kim should have gotten arrested, not Terry. Well, I honestly think Kim wasn't the reason for all that stuff, but um, I mean, Sensei Kim has just been around not that long and that many episodes. Terry's the one that owns everything, so he's gonna get in trouble, and also the fight in the dojo and all that. It's also what Stingray said to him about how he framed Kreese, but then obviously Kreese escaped. So, um, oh, what if Dimitri takes over Larusso Auto? Well, if he wants to sell cars, maybe he might actually. He could actually work there once. Well, once he comes back from college, but some of the kids might not go to college, and some will. I can honestly see if Miguel really likes cars, I can see him working at Larusso Auto, if he doesn't end up going college. But I think the fact he heard Daniel never went to college, I think that inspired him to basically just feel like there's a lot of there's a lot you can do even without going to college, and you can still be successful. Because that was why he was surprised he didn't end up going to college. So maybe Miguel just sticks to a community college, just like Carmen said with the money thing. But I guess we'll see. Maybe the Sakai Takai, those guys winning, and there's a big prize fund that could help him with college. But we'll see. But Dimitri taking over Larusso Auto, that would be kind of funny. Um, if the baby is born in the finale or right before the finale, that would be pretty crazy too. Because I can see that being a thing too. If there's a newborn baby, and then there's all this drama with the Sekai Takai or post Sekai Takai. Um, that they want to go and see the baby. It could be that Johnny is at the tournament and Carmen's had the baby, and she gets on like a video call or something, and That's it. Or he's already there with the baby, but then he has to go back to Japan for the tournament. So I guess we will see. Oh my god, if they do that, do you know how cool that's gonna look? It will be indoors, I think, but it has to be in a focused environment. And obviously, if the weather's on their side, that would be really cool if they did an outside one. I would love that. If there was some form of the tournament being outdoors, maybe like the second round or a certain part of the fights could be like that. That'd be cool. Well, I think they might do that at the end of if they do a time jump. See, here's the thing: if there's a time jump, depending on how many episodes they do, mid season, if they do a time jump from then, that'd be pretty crazy. But realistically, even to be a toddler, it's gonna take a few years. So I think they could do that in the film when they do the Cobra Kai movie. A few years after the show has ended, I think the kid, like Carmen and Johnny's kid, I think that kid will be a main character in the film. Because then what that does is this is a new character, but it's someone from it's the kid of Johnny and Carmen's. What the hell? Well, I don't know what happened there. Um, my camera is not coming on. Why is that? Okay, while I sort that out, I'm just gonna. Oh, here we go. So, as I was saying, yeah, I can honestly see that happening with the baby being a main character. Um, but yeah, I think that'd be really cool. If we see that kid in that way. Oh, Call of the Cobra. I mean, I do think because of the budget, it's gonna be very different than Sekai Takai. I can definitely see that being a thing as well. Um, that would be pretty crazy. Uh, you think that's the date for the baby? Why that specific date? That's very specific. Um, should John Kreese get his revenge on Silver? Well, I think his revenge is taking over the whole thing that Silver, like, you know, did all that with. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things. He might not even want revenge. It's just a dependent and all that stuff, I think. Um, and maybe the revenge. I think him just doing that would be interesting. Oh, that would be really crazy if they did that. I actually like the idea, Cinema Fan. That is a pretty smart idea. I do like that. But for the baby to be specifically born on the same day as Robby, and it's got to be a huge coincidence because that means Daniel. I mean, Daniel, Johnny, Carmen, and Johnny would have had to. You know, it has to be really well timed, and that's pretty hard to do. That's quite a rare thing to achieve. So yeah, it just depends. By then, though, Robby will be 18. So, um, oh my god, that would be crazy. I can see some Rocky 4 montages for their training for the Sakai Takai. It's going to be much harder than the All Valley. So imagine the preparation for that. Um, I mean, it is definitely on. Yeah, that's the thing. Tristan, you're right. It's on the nose. That's why I was saying it's very specific and it's quite rare to actually have that happen. Here's the thing. I've said this before. If Miguel doesn't win, I'm not going to be pissed because I know then Robby will win. Or if Robby doesn't win as well, or Miguel, that would be even more crazy. And Sam and Tory, if one of them wins, I'm happy. If one of them doesn't, I'm not gonna be disappointed. Maybe it's the way it happens. I might be like, "Ah," but I think I want all of them to win. I don't want any of them to lose, to be honest. But a lot of Miguel fans are saying if Miguel loses, then people are gonna be like, "Yeah, I've heard this before." But the thing is, it depends how they do it. Um, it's got to be well written, and how are they gonna sort out this conundrum with not letting Miguel and Tory lose if Robby and Sam win? Because Robby deserves his win, but Miguel lost in the All Valley. If Robby wins the the All Valley, I mean the Sakai Takai, does that undervalue Miguel's victory in the All Valley? Um, if Sam wins in the tournament, does that sort of undervalue again the All Valley stuff with Tory, even though she technically had sort of a cheating and all that? It's just a matter of how do they go about that, and if why don't Miguel and Tory win it too? Like they need to balance it. That's why I have a feeling it's not just going to be them as victors, single solo victors in the thing. I think it's going to be like a big points thing again, because those victories, let's say they win, two of them need to win, and let's say two of them lost. They need two victories, and that will give them enough to like be the grand champions. With the Sakai Takai, there might be so much more. It might not even just be points. It might just be so much more. Like how many wins you actually get with your team. Because we obviously know that the Miyagi Fang thing is happening. We don't know if it's going to be called Miyagi Fang, but Miguel and Johnny, Daniel and Johnny are forming this combined dojo. They just don't know the name yet. And remember at the end of season 3, Demetrius saying they need to combine their dojos, have like a name, a color, a uniform for it. So, yeah, I really want Robby to win. I think he deserves it. I want Sam to win. I want Miguel and Tory to win. I don't mind who wins as long as they do it to justice. But yeah, Robby deserves a win. He hasn't won any tournaments. And then also you got all that stuff too. I honestly think this stuff is it's definitely important. I mean, definitely, because the whole point of him putting him in prison is to make sure he can't do any of that. That's the thing. I do think there will be I think the age divisions might be slightly different. It might be that you can fight bigger opponents, like older opponents. The age gap might be 16 to 20, or 17 to 20, or 17 to 18. We'll just see, I guess. If they do that many brackets, there's gonna have to be a reason, because having all that on screen is gonna be hard to balance. Um, there might be that one bracket gets absolutely like skipped, and we just see certain parts of it because there's so much they got to do. Then, what's up, Melissa? I actually think that'd be crazy if it's Sam and Tory. I mean, I was expecting you to say Sam and Robby when I read the Sam, but yeah, I mean, with Sam and Tory, that'd be pretty crazy. If Miguel and Robby did something together as well, that'd be pretty cool. See, that would be interesting. But Miguel and Robby are the same age, and it just depends how they do it. Yeah. Shimoon is as cool as the moon. What's up, bro? That name was always making me laugh. Just finished boxing class. You finally see your boy hopefully competing soon. What are you talking about right now? Oh wow. Well done on class, and that'll be pretty cool, man. Just talking about season 6 stuff. Everything about it. Um, I don't even know if I've spoken about this enough, but season 6, episode 1 has actually been completed. And that is actually really it's really big news when you think about it. So it is pretty crazy that we've got some filming done for season 6, but we still haven't got enough. Of course, because of the strikes and everything. But do you think? Okay, here's the thing with this Tory joining Miyagi. Though I personally think Sam. Sorry, I personally think Tory is gonna take the I think Tory will be the first student in the combined dojo. She'll be the first official student. So I think that would be quite interesting if Tory is the one that is the first one, or maybe it's Kenny. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. But she's definitely learning more Miyagi though. I think I want to see Dutch. I want to see everyone. I want to see everyone in this season. I'll be cool to see Dutch. That would be pretty cool. Now, anything like Cobra Kai Live and Badass, that would be awesome. I mean, I hope they do that for next season. And I honestly think if we get if we get the another Live and Badass event when season 6 is coming out, that would be so cool. I'd love that. I'd probably say Marvel. I love Star Wars. I mean, I wouldn't say I love Star Wars. I really do like it, but I think for me, there's so much I'm just not that interested in, but I really like a lot of it as well. But I would say Marvel because I'm way more into it. Star Wars is so interesting. I just think there's certain parts I need to do more about the Old Republic. I'd love to see more stories from that end. It'd be really cool. Yeah, they've finished. Well, they've written the whole of season 6. It's just they were filming one episode, but because there's no writers on set, and John Hayden and Josh, who also are writers and the creators and the directors and producers on the show, they can't exactly be involved, but they need to be involved. That's why they can't film anymore. So we're just gonna have to wait until the strikes are concluded. Kenny's gonna join the combined dojo as well. I think he'll realize that how important that stuff is. But yeah, I can definitely see that. Because of my voice, I might have to end this stream now. But I will do one tomorrow. So, guys, thank you all for joining in. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash the like button and comment down your thoughts. What you think could happen in season 6, what you want to see from season 6, and also what videos do you want me to do? Because there's so much content, and I do have a bunch of videos coming out. So, yeah. I also don't forget to subscribe, which is the main one, and turn on all my post notifications so you don't miss. I'll be back tomorrow with another stream, and might even bring some of you guys on so we can discuss. It'll be really fun, and I will catch you guys real soon. Have a great one. Peace.
Did you like having your arm broken, Dimitri? Because if you defend like that,